Hello and welcome to Knit Loom Designs, where we do all of your left-handed knitting tutorials. But today we're not doing a knitting tutorial. Today we're kind of going to do an embellishment tutorial for the newest hat pattern that I am releasing. There is a chain embellishment between the top and the brim, and I want to show you how I did that. So I'm going to use a contrasting yarn color so you can see it a little bit more easily, okay? And we're going to use this little swatch that I made. So you're going to come up on the side of your stitch on the row that you want to do, okay? And you're going to bring that around. I'm going to leave quite a bit of a tail because I want to show you how to do it at the end. And then you're going to go back in through the same hole. But you're going to leave a little bit of a loop, okay? And then you're going to move that loop out of the way, and you're going to find the other side of that same stitch between the stitch you just worked on and the next stitch. And you're going to put this through, put your needle through that hole. You're going to come up, put your needle through that hole. Excuse me, Mr. End. There we go. And you're going to give it a little tug, but not too much. Okay? So you just did your one little chain right there, right? And we're going to go back right where we came out of again. Just like that. And again, we're going to leave a little bit of a loop. Okay? Move the loop out of the way. And on the same row, on the same stitch that you just worked on, right? We're going to come back up, go through the loop, okay? Pull it tight, and you can see we're starting to make a chain. And now we're going to go right back down into the loop that we came out of, into the hole we came out of. And again, leave a loop. And you're starting to see we're starting to get a little chain going here. Come up on the other side of that stitch with the next stitch. Go through the loop, pull it nice and tight, and go right back in where you came out of. Leave that loop. You're starting to see a pattern here, right? And we're going to come up on the other side through the loop. Pull it tight. Whoop, we twisted it. So it's actually a good thing that I twisted it so you can see that. See how it's twisted compared to the others? You can very easily pull it out of that loop and go in the correct way so that it won't be twisted anymore. It's an easy fix, and I'm kind of glad that happened so you can see it when it happens. And now we're going to go back down into the hole that we just came out of. And that is how you do that embellishment. Now, one thing I want to show you for sure is because I'm using this in a hat, I want to show you how when you come back around, how to connect it so it looks like one solid all the way around, right? So we're going to thread this needle real quick. I'm just going to use the end, the other end, just so I can show you how to do this. So we'll do a couple on this side. We'll maybe do this one, right? We'll come up, leave a loop, go back down, and then we'll come in on this side, go through the loop. Now, okay, if you want to make this all the way around, right? Because the next thing we have to do is connect these two. The way you're going to do that is you're going to go under this first chain that you created. So you come up through that loop and you go under this first chain you created. Go under, okay? Don't make it too tight. You want it to still have some body to it. And go back down where you first came out of. And that's how you will connect when you come back around the hat. See, you can't even tell where it happened. And that is used in my newest hat. And that's how you do the embellishment around the brim. Now, one thing I will say is sometimes it may be hard to tell, am I in the right row? Am I in the wrong row? So one thing you can do is as you knit that row, that's going to be the line between the last row on your hat portion before you start the brim, you can add a lifeline there and you'll be able to follow and around easier that way. Or after you're done, you can kind of take, we'll say you'll take some, you'll go through like this, right? You can kind of basically give yourself a lifeline after. You thread some thread through that and you pull that through and it will help you guide you. Here, we'll just show you. We'll just show you if I can get it to thread through my camera. There we go. Okay, so we'll just say I went through and I grabbed all of these ones that I know are on the same row. So you just pull it through here, right? This would be, obviously you wouldn't use this yarn, but you would use this and you would basically create a lifeline. And then you could just create this chain on that row so you can see where you're going ahead of time if you feel like you need to. I personally just use stitch markers as well. That's always an option too. So as I went around, I would just place a stitch mark every 3 to 4 stitches. And I had a couple stitch markers going. So I would have a stitch marker here, say here, and I would work to here, and then I would take this stitch marker out, and since I had one here, I would move it down here, and that kind of thing. You can rotate stitch markers to kind of keep track of where your rows are. There's all kinds of ways to do that, but if you don't need to and you think you can see the rows just fine, then you don't need to mark it ahead of time. It's totally fine. And that is how you do the embellishment, the chain embellishment on Wyola Hat. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this helps your hat become more beautiful and more defined. And if it was helpful for you, please like and subscribe and share. Share it with somebody that you think it would be helpful with. And as always, happy knitting and enjoy your Wyola hat. No more sunburns needed.